I'm going to show you how to make a pasta with a creamy chicken sauce. Very straightforward and easy dish to do, and one the whole family will enjoy. To make this you'll need pasta, 500 grams of pasta that will feed 4 adults easily. I'm using penne fettuccine or penne. You can use spaghetti, linguine, bucatini, any pasta just about will do for this dish. You'll need some chicken. I've got 2 chicken breasts here cut up. You'll need some onion, some garlic, some chicken stock and mushroom and butter, and if you want to we can put some mushrooms in there as an add-on, and then some parmesan to garnish and a little bit of lemon juice. So we'll start by putting our pasta on. It's 500 grams into a pot of water at a rolling boil with plenty of salt. So that goes in there, like so, and we'll crack on with making the sauce. And by the time the sauce is done, the pasta will be cooked and ready to go. We get our pan on the heat, some butter into the pan. Butter's always better, butter adds flavour. A little bit of oil, and we put our chicken on to cook. Get up the temperature. You want to cook the chicken, you want to seal it off and then cook it through, so when you're putting it into the pasta, the creamy sauce at the end, it's already cooked and all you're doing is heating it up. Right, so we put our chicken in to cook. Don't overcrowd the pan, that's plenty. Wash your hands. Whenever you're handling raw chicken, make sure your hands are scrupulously clean before and afterwards. That's sort of food hygiene 101. Pasta's cooking away now. They're ready in about 6 or 7 minutes time. Just read the ingredients, read the instructions on the back of the pasta packet to find out how long it needs to cook for. Chicken's just going to brown off. It doesn't take very long, it's cut into small pieces. You just want to brown it and just cook it through so it's just cooked. Shouldn't take more, a small piece of chicken shouldn't take more than 3 or 4 minutes to cook.
I like the way you mix butter and oil.
The oil stops the butter from burning. So much higher temperature oil. Butter will burn very quickly. Add a little bit of oil to the butter and it will give you all the flavour of butter and it allows you to cook at a slightly high temperature. Some oils will burn more quickly. Sesame has a high smoke point. Good olive oil has a high cooking temperature. Poor quality olive oil less so. Right, like that. Chicken is now cooked. So what we do is we just quickly take it out of the pan, tip the pan away from you so the oil and butter drains to the inside. You want a creamy sauce, not an oily sauce. So. Right, pop that to one side for a second. It'll reheat up in the cream sauce, so no need to worry about it going too cold. Right, I'll just get rid of a little bit of that because it's a little bit too much in here. Right, now, next we want to put some onion, finely chopped onion. I've got one here, that should be plenty. Same deal, all you will do is cook the onion off. You don't want to, you can sort of brown it slightly, but you don't want to sort of incinerate it. Meanwhile the pasta is cooking away nicely. Couple of minutes for the onion. Yeah. We'll put the garlic in next. The reason you don't put the garlic in at the same time as the onion is that the onion will take slightly longer to cook, and if you overcook garlic it will turn very bitter. So you always put garlic in after the onion. It's a member of the onion family, but like I said, if you leave it in for too long it will burn and turn everything very bitter. Okay, that onion's a bit softened, cooked through. In with the garlic. There's a couple of cloves there. Depending on how much garlic you like, I quite like garlic, so there's a couple of cloves here for me. Give it a quick stir. Next thing to put in is the stock. I've got a chicken stock here. This was made with the roast chicken that I had last night. Any commercial stock will do. Even a powdered stock cube is fine. Fresh stock or a liquid stock is better. Like I said, a dried stock cube will suffice. So all we're doing is we're putting a couple of ladles of stock in. Maybe 3. Like so. And you turn the heat up, and all we want to do is bring that to the boil and reduce it by about half. So all you're doing is concentrating the flavour of the stock. Right, so that stock, onion and garlic has reduced by about half now. Now it's time to put some cream in, just ordinary old double cream, New Zealand double cream. And you want about the same quantity of cream as you put the stock in, so a good drizzle of cream. Bring it up to the boil, season it. Plenty of salt, don't be afraid of using salt, bit of pepper, salt perhaps. Bring it up to the boil, it's not very long. Meanwhile the pasta's cooking away, it's just about cooked actually. You can always tell by eating some. If there's any white in the middle, it's not cooked. There's a little bit of white in the middle there, so it's not quite done, but it's not far off, about a minute or so. Pasta's easy to cook, just don't overcook it. Follow the instructions in the back of the packet. So that cream has now come back up to the boil. Like so, make sure it doesn't boil over. Now we'll drain the pasta. Very simple, colander into the sink. Right, so there's our drained hot pasta ready to go. There. Now it's time to put, now that cream and stock and onion and garlic things come back up to the boil, we'll put the chicken in there. Simple as that. Give it a wee stir, we're almost done. Give it a wee stir, and chicken up to the boil. Now at this stage you can put in other bits and pieces. I like chicken and mushrooms, so I'm going to put in some mushrooms for this dish as well. These are simply white butter mushrooms that have been sautéed and a little fried off in a little bit of butter and oil. Alternatively, you could put broccoli or any host of zucchinis are very nice when they're in season, eggplant, all those sort of things can go in here. You can even omit the chicken and just make this a vegetarian creamy pasta sauce. So just the zucchinis, fry them off, some mushrooms, some eggplant, etc., etc. The Mediterranean veg are always good. Squash is very nice, little baby squash. But I'm going to put some mushrooms in because I happen to like mushrooms. So in they go. And there is your creamy pasta sauce. It looks like there's quite a bit of cream there, but bear in mind that the pasta itself will soak up an awful lot of liquid when you put the two together. Leave it to come back up to heat. Doesn't take very long. And the last step now is to put the pasta in there. Always add your pasta to the sauce, not the other way around. Your pasta would have cooled down a wee bit. Once it goes back into a hot sauce, it will finish cooking and come back up to temperature. It's a classic thing to do. Always the pasta into the sauce, not the sauce onto the pasta. So we'll grab our pasta, here, and in she goes. And you'll see in a second how this pasta will soak up the sauce. Now what you need is a little bit of parsley, A little bit of lemon juice, just to add some brightness and freshness to it. So we'll take the tip out, shall we? A little bit of lemon juice, but more perhaps a lot of parsley. A little bit of parsley just to freshen it up a wee bit. Like so. And there it is, there's your creamy pasta dish. Very simple, very easy, very quick and delicious, and a dish that the whole family will like.